Whoa, things are gonna get weird indeed. Right, Chance, we've got a lot of action ahead of us. A really exciting series. Two of the biggest rookies we've got, you know, right now in the CDL, maybe in CDL history, both of them having outstanding years. Both of them looking to, you know, maybe turn things around a little bit here. Ghosty, if they can win a major, he's my rookie of the year. Scrap currently in the front running for sure. Either way, this is going to be an absolute banger.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think on like the rookie of the year front, Scrap has the clear-cut edge, but plenty of potential with 2 tournaments left, and Ghosty has been top-notch for the team. But in this specific matchup, OpTic against Toronto, Scrap has been dominant, like as good as that hardpoint record is for OpTic. I mean, with these 2 rosters of like these actual 4 players going head-to-head, Toronto's like 3-0. Had their number in the grand finals and beat them online as well. And Scrap has been throwing up ridiculous numbers. Has a 1.5 in hardpoint compared to Ghosty's 0.57. Now Ghosty's had a lot more time, a lot more experience with the team. I mean, he has, what, 2 grand finals under his belt at this point, so you expect to bounce back.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a good one, folks. Strap in. Kato up first. And it's the boys of Ultra who have got the opening time. The kill's going away at Ghosty and Huke, though. We're going to keep an eye on these battles all map long. This series is going to be a long one indeed, no doubt about it. Huke, though, in the point chance so far is all good for OpTic Texas. They've got P1. They've got P2 control as well. Ultra making a move, though.
Yeah, Shotzzy has a lot of pressure on him. Couple players there to take him down, and that is the patient play coming out of inside. And just like that, Ultra at least halfway have secured the bottom spawns. They got to make sure they stay alive, though. Dashy picking up a couple in the feed. It looks like that's a lot of P1 scrap time that OpTic are going to collect. And Ultra is starting to spawn out, so a delicate moment. Scrap going to be in a bit of a pinch. Trying to be a bailout, though. Takes down Dashy.
Tactical retreat. Huke's on the hunt. He hasn't found a single thing. Will they keep counting those players, though? It's Scrap, the last man up for Ultra in this position. He's managed to stay alive longer than I thought he would. The reach out. There we go, though. Teamwork makes the dream work. OpTic Texas, control of this side of the map for now. Hixie's got a deady play happening right behind him, though. That might prove to be a problem. The front line all sweet. That's going to be Shotzzy taking care of business. The rest of the crew, though, aha! A sneaky Hixie. Can he get any more out of this one? Great tags from Ghosty. That's going to be that. Hard point OpTic.
And that's a big rotation just straight off the rip, because you had Ultra putting so much emphasis on the Brodo, but guys like Dashy there to take him down, picking up the extra kills, and even Huke 6 kills already to his name. But the final hit coming through from Ultra, but they are just getting funneled into a blender, and have to be careful. If Shotzzy had gotten that kill, he would have gotten out for the rotation. Could have been a big moment for OpTic, but big nonetheless. All 15 seconds of scrap time going to go their way, and plenty of time to try to break this next setup down.
Ultra have cut their losses. They've hit the next hard point as hard as they can. All of them in position now to watch this one. 2 on the inside of what we call Elephant Room Lando. I found the elephants. There's about 4 of them. They're stuffed full of drugs. I don't know what they do here in Los Alamos, but it can't be good. Into the point now. OpTic fly. Ultra on the outside. Scrap managing to catch one. Trades are down. The bat are now brought to the inside of the room. There's Huke. Hixie on the table. Great coverage. Ultra with a point.
And I like the play from Scrap to jump out, try to find a 3B kill, and even though he gets traded, just there to set his teammates up. But Shotzzy, maybe last man standing for OpTic. You never know if he's about to go crazy with the movement and try to break in by himself, or if the stunts can get it done. Hixie, though, able to win the gunfight, battle between the SMGs, but Shotzzy has stayed alive such a long time. Eventually taken down in Toronto. Nice and secure. Get the scrap time, and they will be right back in this game as Kleenex maybe trying to get that hot hand. Little force spree before he falls.
Back over to Hixie. Route man. Over to the barbershop now we go. Everyone looking for a fresh fade. Of course, the Toronto Major on its way around the corner. We're not quite there yet. We're looking at the barbershop first and foremost. Hold true with that time. They've got the rotation sweet. That scrap's going to be all theirs. Here comes the hit from OpTic up front. Nades and tacks just to slow the approach. Over the top rope. Ghosty! Oh my! Hixie gets 2 of them. It's Kleenex as well in the feed. So the last man alive for OpTic is going to be Ghosty. Can he find anything here in this life, or will he just buy some time? Good hold out of Ultra so far.
Well, and now it's Ghosty just almost chasing the ghost, right? Hixie on the force spree. He's the main slayer, and they've yet to root him out. Another 2-piece looking for number 3, but it's Kleenex for the cleanup kills to get it done. A perfect hold so far, as Hixie simply cannot be stopped. OpTic has still been chasing him around Cantina.
Wow.
Finally taken down, but that time is so secure for Ultra. OpTic are chalking it up.
Hixie hit the substitution jutsu right there, kids. Managed to stay alive by a lot of time for the squad, and Ultra have now got a bit of a lead. 14-7. The madman here on Mercado still kicking. Insight following him up. 100 points now across for Toronto Ultra. We're going to see that hard point done. Barbershop close out. Barely saw the action get on the inside there. Over now we go back to Tin. OpTic are in. HyXy's trying to make a case for the entry, though.
And he's got a lot of help as well. That's actually a close spawn for OpTic, so it's a 4 versus 4 around the point. Ultra at the time first, but Shotzzy's got the flyers on. So from the top rope he goes, but it's trades out in the bound where it looks like OpTic gonna come out on top. Early advantage on the point.
Heads up. Doesn't amount to a lot, but for now, OpTic, this is great coverage. Insight looking to peel the player off the top, and it's not helping the boys whatsoever. No one distracted whatsoever. Ultra still on the approach, still with the lead. Let's go for a quick listen in.
Nice, yeah, last two subs. One shot's fucking. He's dark side.
Back alley, yep. Let's go in time.
Like right corner. Yeah, close dark on time. We'll see. Nice, gonna be palace. Yep. He might just roll.
There's one ladder.
He's spawned on new. Yeah, he's spawned on
already top.
I have a Sheik if we want to. We'll save P7. We'll save
One
P7.
spawn hedge. He's gonna be long.
I'll be alright.
Yeah, how many P4, Jamie?
Put Trevor down.
One's long.
Close back alley. I didn't hit him. Sheik shorts back alley P4.
Yeah, one got hitty, Scrap. Got hitty.
You could have pushed him P4, Toby, if you don't see him.
Not here.
There's something close outside the door.
Really close right then.
Yeah, close right in the door. I'm shot. Wait, it's not. Close left now. And in the doorway. In the doorway.
Yo, behind me, tunnel. Close right, Jimmy dead. One's tunnel right now, one's
house.
yeah. I'm waiting for you guys.
He's one's close out, one's in the door still, one's top time.
One child.
He's close right. Door dead.
One was up.
Don't shoot it. Close set. Nice, good wins. One time, Charlie's guy on spawn. Hedge. We hedge and hill.
Dead.
Nice, that's good time. Last one up, P4. Lane in the doorway, dead. Hedge go one shot, hedge go weak.
One's long, really weak, and one's hedge cut. He's very close.
I got your hedge. I got one.
Nice, one's hedge. Long.
I'm staying on hedge, I'll got your hedge push.
I'm holding long.
Hedge,
Both hedge. One's one shot, Charlie. We have
on
time
the roof on me, boys.
Continual masterclass in the communication department there from Toronto Ultra. OpTic now on the approach. That looks like a good break. You should be able to get in the point. Ghosty, big win. That's going to be a decent chunk of that scrap going the way of the boys of OpTic. Rotations down. We go to the parking lot now. HyXy's the first man in. Watching these players on the cross. Nice attack.
Yeah, you know, we talked about Rookie of the Years. Maybe HyXy wants to inject himself in the conversation because he's the main slayer right now. First got to get past 20 kills, and he's got back alley on lock. Kleenex might have his eyes closed, but open him up for that one. Back alley completely secured. You got the cruise missile coming through. That was Shotzzy's. At least gets a player out of the hill, but OpTic still have a long way to go if they want to get the break, and they're about to be in a pinch. Insight just got a god spawn.
Oh, that's a god spawn, and he's got tags. Oh, no, they've got to turn, and now Ghosty is trapped inside the T, and that is going to be that. Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Kleenex catches that player out. See you later, mate. 30 seconds remaining here on the open parking lot. We've still got lots of time to be grabbed. Shotzzy now through Barber. HyXy reads it. Gets them both. HyXy is on one hell of a game so far. 23 and 14 chance.
Yeah, I mean, a splash of chaos, a mixing moment, and just like that, Ultra come out even further on top, and now trying to set themselves up long term. You got guys like Scrap, they are taking a route. Ultra want bodies all over the map to set up around this P1 hill, and I mean, if you're taking a route, be taking your time to see if you can find the errant kills. OpTic, this is pressure time. You cannot afford to give up those bottom side spawns.
Oh, wow. Inside, big win. Trade's good. Shotzzy's there for it. Still keep an eye on the bottom side spawns, folks. That's what we're looking for right now. OpTic, all good for now. All green, but the time not theirs yet. Here comes HyXy once again. Huke, good reads. Holding it down. Kleenex, though, trying to make the break towards B2. No one has really gone for that opening P1 time here in the second set, aside from Ultra, and it is paying off so far. Can Shotzzy get any more out of this life? HyXy back at it again. Into the trades. It's Ghosty. Nice work out of him. That's 25 here on P1.
Yeah, looking to be the bailout and keeping things stable. So OpTic still have the bottom spawns and now collecting a little bit of time as well. So they were down by about 60 when this hill started. We'll see if they can make it dead before new. Obviously chopped it down just a little bit, but you see Ultra 2 in the feed right now, applying that pressure. It's a flood through tunnel.
Cracked over 200 points now. Ghosty, the low man on tunnel, holding it down. Hard point about to pop wide open. OpTic are in position. Nice 3 down. Gonna make it 4. All of Ultra taken care of. They're going to be spawning far, far away. Not so much a galaxy. It's just across Mikado. In we now go to the time. OpTic Texas need this bad.
This is the moment right here. This is sort of the opening salvo fight. If OpTic can stabilize, they're getting the kills already to slow that push down. So Ultra, not the start they wanted. Huke gonna slow them down even more. No one getting even remotely close to hedges. Insight finally gets there. You think the trades are coming through, but maybe just for Ultra. HyXy nearby the hill.
Boss man, Ghosty. Nice work. He's got now the team to back him up. And damn, Daniel, holding it down still. Can he get another? It's teammates are there. That is fantastic work out of OpTic Texas. It's not done yet. Good work again. Dashy now on a 6. Nearly a 7. He's been a little quiet so far in the game. He does manage to get himself the cruise. We'll see if that helps out because you're going to need it to break tin. We roll over. OpTic, they're in. Huke can't get any more out of it. Shotzzy still keeping the play alive.
He's flying too, because keep in mind, if CleanX wanted to scrap it old, OpTic have the advantage on this rotation, so they might be able to chain 3 hills together. They're going to have this time first, and OpTic from down 60, 70 points right back, knocking on the devil's door of a comeback. Not quite tied up yet. The crew's coming in for HyDra. What kind of damage is this going to do? Nothing. Just hits the trophy. CleanX gets traded out, and OpTic still alive in the point.
Huge. Scrap and CleanX fly forward. They don't get anything out of it. Now OpTic Texas over 200 points. They go Shotzzy in from behind. Oh, you thought you had a push? You had nothing. You have Shotzzy with 3. Massive plays. The lead change is within grasp.
Just like that, maybe a small mistake or two for Ultra, and OpTic completely capitalize on. Now in rotation, Huke already winning gunfights, so Ultra have to panic. So concerned about the back alley because of Huke, and well, here comes a cruise that Dashy was able to earn. It's the pinch on the point. Scrapz gonna fall on inside by himself on the hill. Good luck trying to stave off this pressure.
And it's Shotzzy just on the outside. Here we go. Hard point stop. Nade's good. Oh, that's going to slow him down for a moment. Here comes the hit. No one there. Tags in from inside. Big win. Can he get the second as well? Huke on the back. Ali gets his kills. Ghosty's in the point. 10 for the win now. No one close enough for Ultra. It's going to be on Huke to body block and keep him out of it. Ghosty on the soak. What a turnaround. What a comeback. What a map. 1 out of OpTic.
An overwhelming force like the Tide. Just an eventuality that OpTic is able to make that comeback. I mean, I think after the first set of rotations, they were down. It was like 190 to 120, 130. Kept the bottom side spawns, made sure kept everything calm. Even had a nice fight to make sure that they were able to collect some of that P1 time. Had a perfectly played P2. CleanX took 1 gunfight to battle for 10 seconds to scrap. He was out of the picture on the next rotation. OpTic take full advantage, chain that till together, and then even guys like Huke winning the gunfights on rotation. So that was just 4 hills in a row where OpTic ran the show.
Woo! Baby, look at them stats. Well played. Both teams, a wonderful string of kills to start things off for HyDra. Not able to really make much more of it. We saw some good stuff out of both Dashy and Shotzzy towards the end there. And of course, Ghosty, as reliable as gravity right now for OpTic Texas. Fantastic plays out of him. The crucial ones. We talk about the kills you need, Chance. They're the kills on the inside of the hard point, keeping the opponents out. They're the kills that win your spawns. Dan Ghosty, he wins them all.
Yeah, in all honesty, 240 in the hill with that many kills is a clinically absurd performance, and that's been the battle between OpTic and Toronto. Again, Scrapz had a 1.58 in hardpoint. Ghosty has had a 0.57, so there has been a radical difference in the rookie performances. Not this time. It was Scrap that struggled. It was Ghosty that came out on top, and OpTic again just starting their series off right, but it's just sort of a game and a map of runs because it was a nearly tied score here. This is where Ultra started taking advantage and went on a nice tear, chaining a couple of hills, but the lead they bought was all for naught. And OpTic just a ridiculous comeback. I mean, in this moment, down by 60.
Yeah, that is no small task. We talk about comebacks on a lot of the maps here in Modern Warfare 2, just based on the way they play out. Mikado, one of them again. There are, what, 75 hard points here on the map alone, and you know, if you can string together a couple of them, it really pays off. Brilliant 3-piece out of Shotzzy again, keeping the members of Ultra back. Once they get in, they cause problems. We saw the elephant room, 10 to many. That was the difference maker there. OpTic Texas get themselves on the board in a big way as Ultra back to the drawing board on Mikado.
Yeah, and it really felt like OpTic was very efficient in their slang as well, because I never even had the time to notice that Dashy was going on a 6 spree, and all of a sudden he's calling in cruise missiles. So Shotzzy was Mr. Consistent from start to finish, but everybody picking it up where they needed to, and that's just to kick off the series. I mean, OpTic right back in form with their hard point. They've been utterly ridiculous, but now to aBeZy search and destroy between these two teams. Again, at least with these rosters, we have had 2 round 11s where Ultra have come out on top of both of them, and a 6-3 win on Fortress for OpTic Texas, but it has been nail biters quite a few times. Honestly, if map 1 was an indication, I expect nothing less.
aBeZy on its way, folks. Get ready to dive into the search and destroy in just a brief moment. Chance, which way are we dressing for this one? Because I think both teams very, very efficient. They're having fantastic stages so far in the run-up to the Toronto Major. Is there either team that you're looking for, you know, to take the win here?
No, not this is very unpredictable, I would have to imagine, because like, you know, Dash is going to be pulling out the sniper. He'll be efficient with it. Scrap might look for that sort of battle, but you have playmakers on both sides of the board. You have guys like HyDra, who's like almost single-minded focus on getting the bomb down and setting his teammates up. But there's a couple big brain players in this lobby. There is no shortage of slayers in this lobby, and the S&D very comparable between these two teams. Every single mode except control is very comparable between these two teams.
Well, there we go. We'll get to control after this one. That's going to be Hotel. Thank God it's not LSC. Am I right, OpTic fans? Well, here we go. Into our search and destroy. We'll get to that in just a brief moment. Abezy will be our battlefield, and Toronto Ultra after that comeback. I mean, they're going to be feeling a little tense, but this is a team with a wonderful mental game, strong resolve. Not going to let that get to them. Same can be said for OpTic Texas on the other side, though. Win or lose, whatever happens, the minds have been sharper than ever here on these rosters. The new age of OpTic Texas, and so far, quite a fruitful one. Second places all around. See if they can't finally crack the dub in Toronto coming up. This current form, if anything to go off of chance, they are looking fantastic.
And this is also, you know, looking fantastic, transferring that into the end stage of the year. But a match like this, it's already been a grand final series that we have had. So, you know, both of these teams on the day absolutely turned and twisted, ready to have that extra advantage and try to win that mental game. But it's going to be fun to watch some of these SMG players, see how like sort of hefty they get with the playmaking. I know the snipes are always going to be looming in the background, but I want to know how good these guys are going to be at either stopping the plants or just getting the bomb down. See if Shotzzy and HyDra can pull out something fancy.
Yeah, bomb plants. That's what we're looking for here, ladies and gents. That's a big deciding factor if he gets the win on Abezy indeed. And the bomb site's right there out in that tennis court, which has definitely seen better days. The other one over by what many players call gas or milk truck, the back end of the kitchen, and we will be dishing up some sweet plays all night long. Map number 2, Abezy, search and destroy. Here we go.
And a question already answered for the snipe battle. Scrap right from round 1, going to be pulling it out, but no trophies, obviously, so can't, you know, do much about the nades coming through. So no aggression on offense for round 1, but maybe a little bit of aggression for OpTic. Shotzzy creeping up on the flank. Toying with the idea, but it's a snipe battle, and Dashy, another hit marker where he shoots somebody in the chest.
Nearly hits the second as well. Lovely work. Scrap not to be deterred, though. He's still holding that line. Zero effect that bullet had on him. As he now has to turn his eyes towards Shotzzy, who somehow snuck in the backline. Nice teamwork, though, of Ultra. They isolate him, and they deal with him. Man advantage.
And OpTic also effectively, what, triple stack the A side of the map, so B has been left not completely open with Huke nearby, but Huke's had a big role. I mean, good news for him, the bomb hasn't actually been planted, but you're still dealing with a 3v4, you need a pick.
Time's ticking. Nice attempt again from Dashy, not over the hit this time. Less than 30 to go now, looking towards the bomb. It's a swing and a miss. Dashy trying to keep him at bay. Huke now looking for the player on the plant. It's not enough to stop him, though. HyDra will lay it down. 3v3 retake. Ultra got men all over the bomb, and a nice kill from CleanX gives them the advantage. Scrap finding time as well. Here comes Dashy with a pistol. Whoop. Not able to get it. CleanX is going to slow him down. Nice tags out of Big Bruce as he got the second. Can he hit Scrap this time? Oh my God. Chance now. Nearly did it. There we go. Ultra take the first.
I feel like that's the classic, get a hit marker, lose the round. Could have been a nice thing for OpTic to have in the back pocket, but Scrap gets away with 1 HP. Dashy, I mean, effectively rendered useless with the sniper. They certainly played around it after the fact, but as soon as that bomb goes down and Ghosty gets traded on the bottom side of the map, Ultra, simply no way they're going to lose that one. Making sure to ice up in the clutch and keep those players around PD. So if you can win around on offense, without the trophies, without the dead silence coming through, feeling pretty good. Ultra, nice little bounce back around.
Very different look now, though, with trophies and dead silence at the ready, nearly. Shotzzy, here we go. The old classic 3-2-1 poke. You could definitely get Scrap here. You're not going to see HyDra. Well, you might now. Scrap trying to bait out something. There it is. Shotzzy strikes. Gets his first. Uh-oh, and HyDra's in trouble now. He has been stunned, and Shotzzy is out and about, and here comes the hit. Pushes him right in a Huke. Lovely work out of OpTic so far. Ultra down by 2 men. Can CleanX stay alive? Does a bit better than that. Traded out by Shotzzy, and it is a beautiful round so far, Chance.
Yeah, it leaves inside in a 1 versus 3. Good news is the bomb is down, so they're forced to sort of run to the pre-aims. The bad news, well, they knew exactly where he was. The nades are on point. I think Dashy connected on that from the middle of the map, and just like that, cheeky little strat, Shotzzy and Huke, perfect coordination together. Taking care of business, and it was perfect coordination at the start, perfect coordination at the end as well. A beautiful Kobe.
The ode. Through the air, it goes. Got more lines and I'll start spitting, get the boys going. Start up 1-1, round 3 on its way. Looking for more snipes. Dashy surely not going to put it away. This time from down low. Here we go. Pros at the ready. SPX up. Flying around that corner. Scrap. No problem. Shotzzy gets 2. Oh my god. Ghosty joins him in the feed. It's all down to CleanX. No way, baby. All right. Tobias Yul Jonsson now. Starting to get things flying. An ace would be unbelievable to set the tone here in this search and destroy early on, but I doubt it. He's got a lot of time to go though, Chance. He does have dead silence. Hasn't thrown anything other than a couple of bullets out the Vaz. See if he can do it.
I mean, look, bombs down in the tennis court. Dashy can watch over with a snipe. 2 players on the top AC. This is the unwinnable round. Maybe he does have dead silence, but even just diving around like this, OpTic knows exactly where he is.
Yeah, Huke's not playing games. I can hear him. Dashy might cross. There he is on the stairs. This is a very, very difficult situation to be in for CleanX. It's a wonderful way for many folks to learn about how to try to tackle a 4v1 situation. A lot of noise. And that is the round. OpTic Texas, the 2-piece from Shotzzy to start things off. What in the 7 hells was that?
That is a straight up maniac strat, by the way. Like, I think the entire idea from Shotzzy is just to bait out the sniper a scrap, hope he misses a bullet for Dashy to go and get the trade. Instead, he just dives into 2 people and guns 2 different players. And I know if I'm on the attacking ground, I'm never expecting to see anyone ever dolphin dive out in the open in that back alley with 0 cover. So Shotzzy, he's a crazy person, and for good reason. World champion in 2-piece. Nice round from OpTic.
Crazy plays early on here in our embassy search and destroy. We're doing it again. We're smashing doors open. We're flying out. That's a stun and nade check over by the A-bomb site. That's going to create a ton of noise. 60's not able to create anything on the cross. Here we go. CleanX now and finally invested dead silence. Everything has been thrown. Guns are up for OpTic though on the other side of the bomb. Here comes the chow. Oh my god. Big win from Huke. Staying alive somehow off the top rope. Here comes inside. Oh lordy. No. What a win. Scrap, can you get anything on the round? The rest of the boys have been absolutely handled. Scrap wins his first. The tags were great, but not enough. OpTic take another here in the search.
These are going through at lightning speed. OpTic are winning these rounds in the first 10 seconds. The round before, Shotzzy flies out, gets a 2-piece, pretty much seals the deal. This round, they get the kill on Hicksy, who, unfortunate to have a Vaznev in that spot. You're never going to win that gunfight. So he gets dropped, complete control of the site. CleanX is forced into a bad gunfight, and the teamwork and coordination just completely ever-presently there from OpTic. So these have been a couple dominant rounds back-to-back. Toronto got to dig deep and figure something out on this attacking round.
Oh yeah, this is a tough one. Classic crossover towards B. No one watching it, but that means you've got players close by. Here we go, Dashy. Will he spot Scrap out? I don't think Scrap is in position to catch this one. Oh dear, the timing. Oh great though, Huke manages to fly on in. The snipes are still in play. Now Shotzzy from upstairs. The timing from Shotzzy. Oh! Jiminy Crickets! That's 2-piece from upstairs. That might be the round.
Yeah, he's also got the dead silence, so he can fly just a little bit, but you got number 5. It's Scrap behind the enemy lines that Shotzzy wasn't able to weed out. I don't know if they think they have top PD clear, but Shotzzy going back for it. But Scrap's down low. Someone's got to check this bomb. It has to be Hicksy. Scrap might be a little bit too late, but in the nick of time, they get it. 2 players chow out, and Ultra, in spite of the World Star from Shotzzy, get another round on board.
My word. Big Bruce was close enough on the defuse there as well. Immaculate timing and incredible COD sense from Toronto to even check that bomb at that moment. Actually surprised they didn't check it a little sooner, but that was the right time. A round saved. It is now 3-2.
And that was a big brain play by Scrap as well. As soon as Shotzzy is world starring someone top PD, just hide for a bit, let him clear stuff out, play off the sound. You don't want to, run around in circles with Shotzzy when he has dead silence pop. So Big brain play, but looking for insight to get on the board. 0-5. He's got to be feeling it now.
Get well started indeed. Still rolling. Huke's first blood. We'll take that. We see HyXy leave the round very, very early indeed. The nades and stuns will come to a close. Oh, that is just perfect stuff. I mean, Ghosty was actually want to get the kill, so the team fire was there. Insight's in a lot of trouble now. If you can rip Ghosty, that's one thing. We've got to contend with Shotzzy, who's now coming straight up those stairs. Zero hesitation. Now you're in trouble.
I mean, what are you going to do? Perfect stun as well. Scrap was like trying to help him out, but there's just literally nothing you could do. Perfect strat from OpTic. As soon as they get the first blood, zero mistakes. They just pre-aim the guy. They know where he's going to chow from to get him off the bomb, and everything like clockwork falling into place. And I mean, again, just clean and easy. Get the first blood, execute perfectly after the fact. OpTic Texas right now, they are just on cruise control.
I mean, it's the individual plays, man. It's those one-on-one gunfights. Shotzzy absolutely decimating Insight in the previous round. And then in this round, it was team fire. Crazy stuff. OpTic Texas, bold looks here in the search. Ultra still plenty of signs of life. The rounds are close enough. But it's one or two deciding moments really seals it. Here we go. Ultra on offense.
You got to shut down Shotzzy as well. It was flanking fast, by the way. Shotzzy is already in bottom PD. I think he's working the bottom hallway right now, but it's not just Shotzzy got to worry about. It's Huke too. He might get traded out, but it is still two OpTic players in your base. Shotzzy from one angle. It's Ghosty from the other. Another freebie for him. That is 11 kills in only round number 7. 3v2, 3v1 Ultra. They have nothing right now to offer OpTic.
Scrapping a slight off angle. This is interesting. Shotzzy. Oh, nice tags. Shotzy's hurt. Got a stun. Ghosty now trying to hit the pinch. Here comes the teamwork, though, and that is never, ever, ever going to go anyone's way but OpTic Texas in that situation. The synergy of the team right now. The trades are on point. Lethality is only matched by their camaraderie. It is now 5-2.
There's just nothing you can do. You have Shotzzy flanking you from your own like stairwell to get to top PD in the first like 20-25 seconds of the round. Ghosty was right there with him, hitting the top PD from the other side. I mean, OpTic right now, they can just do whatever they want. It's a cakewalk. They're getting all the first bloods. That round was on behalf of Huke, but they're just looking unstoppable. Ultra, again, can't get anything going. I think for Insight, still staring at the donut cam.
.007, eh? Back-to-back days using it. It's never going to get old. Here we go. Could Jamie Craven get on the board? Can Ultra stay alive? Here in the search.
Once again, an A hit. This is kind of uncharacteristic. This is a lot more A pressure than you're ever going to be used to. Scrap, a lot of presence down range. At least gets the first blood, and I think he knows Huke's going to be trapped by the mill truck. If he did before, he certainly does now. Able to get the trade. Scrap over there, making a big place.
3 from Scrap. Might be on for the ace. Dashy now on a 1v3. He's doing what he can. But let me tell you, the A bomb site defense right there from Ultra, predominantly Scrap. Fantastic work, and Dashy has a tall task ahead of him. He got one. That's the bounce back round you needed from Ultra.
And I was just going to say, probably important for Insight to get the kill as well. I know pros have talked about this a decent bit in the past. You feel the pressure when on a donut. As soon as you get one, though, you're feeling quite a bit better. So, see, Insight's been doing a little bit of damage this game, now officially on the board. And, again, all the credit in the world to Scrap for that round. Picked up 3. Really couldn't ask for anything more. And I think that might be maybe one of the last times OpTic goes to A on offense. And, of course, it will be the last time to go to A on offense if they win this defense.
So I got that last kill, so he's off the donut, now onto the breadstick. Slightly less calorific. Let's go, baby. Into the B-bomb site. He now saw Shotzzy here. It's a great read, though, and he is cut down a hail of gunfire. Dashy lands the snipe. Makes it a 3v3 before Scrap has something to say.
That's just good reads as well. I think we see snipers sort of do that little jump peek on both windows all the time. But Huke finds a freebie and just gets out. CleanX not too clean there on the angle. And just like that, a 2 versus 2. And shots being exchanged, but OpTic, they're going to be quick to jump over this A site. Maybe not quick enough, though. It looks like they pumped the brakes. HyXy's going to get this plant down.
I think Ghosty just tweaked and tagged up. Huke, but here we go. HyXy's moving slow and silently. Huke's managed to cross that threshold. He's in closer to the bomb site. Scrapz on the flank. Here comes the hit from Scrap. Timing is sweet. Snaps onto the first, not the second though. Ghosty now. The quick reposition. Time ticking. HyXy's dead silence has run out. Ghosty's has also now the reposition. The mind games are on. It's an AR versus a Vaznev. 20 to go.
It's also a trophy player versus a guy that had dead silence. So Ghosty gonna have to gun him quick. Good luck with this one. And HyXy just gonna dive away. And with only 10 seconds, HyXy just making the heads up play. No mistakes there. Ghosty might win the gunfight, but Ultra stay alive. Couple rounds back to back, and now it'll be OpTic's turn on the attack, but HyXy and Scrap working wonderfully together. Rookie showing up big in a game like this.
Hey man, that's a lot of ice out of both of them. Great heads up play from the pair. Toronto Ultra slowly but surely solving this puzzle. OpTic again with the bloods and those individual fights. The kills have been so strong. See if they can't find a few more. 5-4.
Interesting to see what OpTic does here as well. Again, if you got shut down at A, looks like they're just going to be playing for picks. Spread the map just a little bit, but it won't be the same strat once again. Maybe an opportunity to see if Dashy can get a snipe, but he's worried about the flanking for Ultra. I mean, it is just a stable setup. No one really moved too much far past orange. Both teams content. Let that time take down, and HyXy needs to be very careful. Huke's waiting on the other side of a couple doors.
I thought that stun might have actually blown open the dud doors there. That would have been incredible. Either way, the battle over towards that side of the map's about to get going. Shotzzy has silently made it to the top side here. The timing has not worked out though. Insight has managed to sneak on through. That is a completely free and open B bomb site. Insight made a little bit too much noise. Shotzzy is going to assassinate him. That is it. Done. First blood.
Hey, good luck solving this problem. Shotzi's up top AC in the God spot. OpTic are going to be able to get this bomb down. You have to clutch a 3v4. Scrap needs to be quick to trade him out, but yeah, Shotzzy can throw the snakes all day. Wants the movement, flying at him and gets the kill. 3v2 for OpTic.
Absolutely guns him. 3v2. HyXy though and Kleenex. They're both hit the deady. They're trying to win their decisive battles. One of them goes to HyXy. The other one, no. Goes to Ghosty. On to Kleenex now. The 1v2 to stay alive here. Deady done. Has to rip Shotzzy. Not going to happen. OpTic seal the deal in the search and destroy, and it is all smiles from the boys in green to own the series.
And Shotzzy just having an absolutely phenomenal performance as well. 15 kills, not too shabby for a game number 2, and he was making round-winning plays, I think maybe quite literally in every single round that OpTic actually won. I mean, he's opening breaks, flying out with attack, getting 2 pieces. He's getting first bloods. Also with the TAC 56 on the A side of the map on HyXy. I mean, he's getting first bloods actually kind of like crazy. Shotzzy gets 4, 15 killed to his name, and even in the final round, just finds the one angle, the one route to get to top AC, and is effectively just single-handedly winning his team the round. So good performance the whole way through, but tippable for the 15 kills. Shotzzy, just another day in the office.
Classic. Absolute classic looks out of Shotzzy. Well, the series so far is going very much the way of OpTic Texas. The first one, a little close to that Mikado hard point. Things, though, definitely up in the air now as we go towards our hotel segment here of the series. Control and hard point coming up after this. Mikado Search and Destroy, if we have to go to the game 5, ladies and gents, but first and foremost, it's going to be time to roll over to a quick commercial break. We get ready to dive into map number 3 here in this series. Should be a fun one indeed. When we come back, Hotel Control, OpTic Texas, taking on Toronto Ultra here in the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty Week is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL, and the GMC Hummer EV pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck.
Here we go, ladies and gents, ready to rock and roll in the map number 3 hotel. Now time to descend upon it. OpTic have got the lead 2-0 here in our series. Toronto Ultra, it's been close, but it's not been close enough. They have fallen short in both the Mikado hardpoint and just there in the Embassy Search Destroy. What happens next, boys and girls? Well, sit down, shut up, and let's all find out together.
And make no mistakes about it. Like, Toronto Ultra have played well, maybe not as well as they want, but OpTic have just straight up been better. And Shotzzy is going to be something scary in this next map because he has been on point both in map number 1 and map number 2. Maybe though some good news for Toronto Ultra. They love themselves some hotel. Their record on control, completely absurd. 14-4, fantastic on offense, fantastic on defense. They can defend either point. Even if OpTic off the opening break, go and capture B off the rip, Ultra can defend A. It's not a problem. So they have this and a hotel hard point potentially to look forward to. A lot of that is easier said than done. This feels like a series where you throw the stats out the window, especially again if Shotzzy's playing like he is.
I mean, yeah, the way control works in this game, you get yourself 3 dead, maybe 4 dead, you're going to net yourself the point nearly every single time, as long as you watch all the right avenues of attack, and if you have a trophy, at the very least, 1. Here we go, though. Got love being looked towards B on defense here from Toronto Ultra right off the rip, but we're going to see OpTic get themselves in on that kitchen. Shotzzy with a sweet nade leaves HyDra with no option but to die. And now Shotzzy looking to get himself a second on the round. Great work on a Scrap there. You're capturing A.
Yeah, poor Scrap, I was going to say, just next in line. Shotzzy too quick with it and gets in position. Now has either gun, whichever he wants to go with for whatever job. HyDra, unfortunately for him, is now half the deaths for his team, as OpTic are happy to take the slow capture over towards the A zone. And again, maybe play with the idea, get a couple kills in rapid succession, maybe make a move over towards B. Ghosty, well, that is his job. Have fun. You're going to sit there for another 7 seconds.
He's doing a really good job, though. Look at this. This is a
Fantastic.
good job. This is a good job being done, capturing this point. Most of his teammates doing their thing across map. Dashy and Shotzzy working the bedroom side. That's going to be that. An additional minute added to the clock. 2 minutes and 12 seconds now to go for OpTic Texas to get themselves onto B. 28 lives as well. It has not been a very productive map so far. Chance for Toronto.
Shotzzy's already continuing to cause problems. I mean, he was just lying in wait in position. Kleenex, though, with the aggression, able to take him down and got Scrap doing a little bit of damage, but Ghosty had some help. Trade's not through just yet, but at least the good news for OpTic, they're getting close spawns and no one's in your bedroom. If you get a couple kills and Shotzzy has the tack for the job, that's going to be 3. Now you can make the move towards B.
Scrap had to win that fight. Oh boy, that's it. Huke's done it. He's in. He's going to get the slow cap. Here comes Ghosty to reinforce. HyDra and Scrap now off of spawn, trying to make their way through. Kleenex cuts through mid. He gets taken out as well. 1 segment gone. Huke's on it. Gets 2. That's huge. B is basically done. Insight, you have got to go massive.
I mean, the good news, maybe OpTic haven't stacked the points, so you have another small window of opportunity to try to break it down, and Insight and Kleenex might do exactly that. Ghosty by himself, left on the point, and the lack of stack is going to cost him for a minute. But I don't know if that's going to be a problem, because 1:40 on the clock and Ultra down to 11 lives. OpTic have still played this round beautifully.
Yeah, Dash is 10-2. He's got streaks. Huke is now going for the jugular. You stick your neck out. He is coming for it. Here he goes. The nuke can't get them all. That's going to be the final tags. The last player done. And OpTic, it took 2 bites of the orange to peel it. But them boys got in there in the end. Round 1
That
done.
is absurd as well. Did you say Dashy actually had 12-2 in round 1?
Yep.
And he was never present in like the main action on the objective. So that means when guys like Huke and Shotzzy are like running around on B, they just know the middle of the map is never going to be a problem. They have one direction to look because Dashy is killing everything else on the other side of the map. So again, maybe a lack of stack for a brief moment, but it doesn't matter. That was a dominant round. Dashy is 12-2. There's a halfway decent chance he's got a cruise, and yeah, there you go. And if the first wasn't good enough, he's on a 4. Might be able to double up.
That's lovely stuff. Big Bruce swinging. You cut down that player there, Shotzzy inside of restaurant. That should be an easy chance now to stack up. Captures point. Ghosty gets himself his second. And his third. Lovely shots out of Dan. That's going to be now onto the point we go for Toronto Ultra. Here comes the counter-attack from OpTic. Huke's going to be the man leading the charge. Dives in. Good work. That's going to be the first segment done, but massive attempt there from Huke. Still plenty of presence here from Ultra, and the counter-attack has been snuffed out. The battle is won, but the war still rages. That's the capture on A beginning.
These could be important kills as well, because Ultra, well, we're attempting to put the pressure over towards B. Shotzzy is going to shut that door in your face, though. He was able to pick up 2, and now Huke over towards A. I mean, A hasn't actually been captured by Ultra, so Huke's going for a late play just to try to be annoying and get him off point. Huke does lose that. So Ultra secure on one side, and Inside trying to keep him secure on the other as well. Bedroom not completely cleared out, though. Shotzzy's still behind you.
This is awkward. Insight has got himself onto the point, but now the awareness of where everyone is coming from, that's the real question. Tough to read. Huke's going to be there immediately. Nice trays, though. Oh, big wins out of Kleenex. Streaks are in. It's not going to land. The trophy's going to save the day, and that's going to be a big stack. 2 members now of Ultra on the point. First segment long gone. There's man number 3.
And Ultra not worried about the stack as well. Kleenex, the one man, pushed up aggressively, but he's already done his job. OpTic forced to flood into death. Not enough time. And that is where the comms reign supreme for Toronto Ultra. They knew Shotzzy was behind them. Someone was always there. Either it's Insight on the point, paying attention to it, or whoever's the next man in line. Keep bedroom control under wraps. And I mean, we know how Shotzzy's been in this series already. Lights out. So you got to make sure you don't let him do anything crazy. Ultra take care of business on the attack.
Yeah, nice work again. I was worried for Insight in that situation being alone, but he times it perfectly with the kill onto Dashy, dives the point. The trophy he laid there saved him. Saved the round. Dashy's still going wild at the 13 and 4. Kleenex 11 and 8. He is the champion for Toronto Ultra right now. And it's Scrap. Posted up. Looking for a couple. Gets them both. Nice work there on the opener, but Shotzzy right back on it. Into the point we now fly, and that's a capture on B from Ghosty.
And he's going to be looking for the Aaron kills. Hicksy's going to be trying to work the flank, but he's only doing damage, and that's all he was able to get. No kills collected. Still just Ghosty by himself on the point, though. So OpTic, again, they need to get the kills if they're playing like this, but they're going to get them all. Every cup pushed out. Now Shotzzy wraps back for the stack. And, well, I said it before the map started. Ultra can defend either point. If B goes first, we get to test that theory.
If B's long gone. Good stuff. Now the setup from Toronto Ultra. Eyes on that mini-map. All 4 corners covered on the approach now towards that restaurant. OpTic can take their sweet time. 2 minutes of it to play with here.
Talk about Shotzzy working some angles as well. Still hasn't cleared it out, though, so they have to be heads up on Insight, who is still in jewels, but they're heads up. They just got 3. They just got 4, and just like that, the round is going to be done.
The round's done. It's over. The round is done. There's no hope in hell. Ultra fly. Anyone got any streaks? I doubt it. The trophies will be there in a moment. There are snakes all over that goddamn restaurant. Second segment done. Gunny is there. What a decisive round. OpTic Texas match point.
Oh, good God. Like, again, maybe just respecting our time, going for the quickest series possible, or at least it feels like it. I mean, Ultra, again, they have been successful all year long in defending the A zone. They just got broken down instantly. I mean, literally within a 2-second span, all 4 players died. That could not possibly get any better from OpTic Texas. These guys are turned on a Sunday.
Mate, they got to get out. It's Mother's Day. You gotta get rolling. We've got places to be after this. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. Don't forget to call your mom.
Yep,
absolutely. Time after this one.
Absolutely. Ghosty on a 4. Shotzzy straight away another point. He now goes, crushing his way on towards the A side of the map on defense, and you have cleaned it out. Ultra have been purged from the north side of the map towards the south. We now fly. It's a 2-man stack, potentially a 3. Big wins from Kleenex there on the drive-by. He's going to fly over, try to get himself in towards restaurant, but again, Huke on the prowl. 3-man stack. B's going to be gone. Here comes the pressure. Can OpTic stop this? I don't think so. That's going to be the captured point, but they are nowhere near as decisive as OpTic were last round.
Well, I guess we get to test OpTic's resolve of how well they can defend A. And honestly, OpTic don't even have the perfect setup. Huke's going to fall as well. A couple players get caught sprinting. So Ultra long-term at least have kitchen control. They should get the close spawn, and a gunny like that going to open up the door. Ultra flying, and the bounce back is in. It's only Dashy to make the hero play. He's going to get chopped. Ultra wasting no time.
Yeah, it's not exactly 4, but it's going to be good enough. This could be the round. You have to win these fights, though. Shotzzy and Ghosty line up through the check-in. Hello, our table's ready. Hicksy looking the wrong way, but that's fine. The boys have got it covered. One more through the front. Huke's the last man. Tags in. Insight on it. 3 spree. That's it. That's the round. Holy dooly, baby. We're going to a final.
Hey, we're going to a round 5, and this still might be one of the faster hotel controls ever played. Both of these rounds going by at lightning speed. And I'll be honest, with the way the round OpTic just had on the attack, I was kind of chalking the series up thinking it was done. That is wonderful resolve and resilience coming out of Toronto Ultra, but you are still very firmly back against the wall, one round away, and this series is going to be over. And that round, by the way, 1 minute and 20 seconds to capture both points. Blink and you miss it.
Lordy. One final round here on Hotel. OpTic Texas win it. And you got the series in a 3-0. Ultra, it means we get to see another hard point here on Hotel. More on that later. For now, OpTic on defense.
All right, we look 4-for-4 on offensive rounds as well, so Ultra going to be happy to be back on the attack, and they're looking for B off the rib. Linux says get traded out, so you got to be worried about the mid-map cross, but you also have to be worried about Dashy and Ghosty on the Godheadies. Cleaning house, get this set up. You got the SMGs in kitchen, you got the ARs, push up the bedroom. OpTic right now, this is the setup they want on the map. Still got to get the kills.
Huke's desperately trying to keep these players pinned on the inside of the kitchen. Don't let them out. Don't let them get towards A. Here comes the pinch. Huke's not going to be able to survive this. He might take one with him if he's lucky. Sadly, did not get smiled upon today. Can Shotzzy get anything out of this? Nice snakes. Not good enough, though. Scrap cuts the head off of that beast. Now, into the point we fly. Ultra, two-man stack. They're going to hold onto this as best they possibly can. They are not opting for the three-man. They're trying to get towards B as well. If they can take care of Dashy, they are smiling. Big Bruce has managed to stay alive.
And Hixie's making plays as well just to stay up. So now you have Ultra, 2 players to worry about. Dashy, you check the corner, you do, but it doesn't matter. Bruce able to shred you down. So no cheeky plays coming out over towards B just yet. But number 5 and number 7 scrapping inside the ARs now from Ultra. Looking to try to get some of these cutoff kills as well, the other 2 players stuck bottom bedroom.
And Ultra are moving with pace. They've crossed their way over. Kleenex trying to get into the mix. Dashy from down low, not going to be super effective. Has to now reposition. Bit of a trade battle now upstairs. Oh, weird. Scrap gets his 6th in a row. That's it. We're on the point now. Here comes the cruise. Deal with one more player, and Ultra might have the map. This could be it. Streak's coming in. It's just going to clear out the players on the lobby side. Ghosty now through mid. Trophy saves the day. You've got a body blocker in the form of Hixie. As Scrap can't win the fight. Shotzzy's in. Might be able to save it right here, right now for the boys.
Cruz might have costed him. Now you got to worry about the mid-map pressure as well. There's battles all over the map. Hixie couldn't get one before he fought. Actually, he does. Huke does team kill. And Insight still with feet on the zone, but he's going to get shredded. OpTic is stabilized, but the question is for how long? Another 2 players fall. Got to win the big gunfights. Last man standing is Shotzzy. Has to make the hero play.
Oh, dives out. Shotzzy, though, with a pistol. Not quite enough, and the point is still safe for a moment. Insight. Back and forth we go. There's a fury and the rage here on the point. No one is letting this one go. Ghosty back at it. The TAC 56s from each side are burning hot right now. Hixie gets in, only gets 2. 55 seconds to play for here. Chance 8 lives left for OpTic Texas.
Just desperate to keep him off the point. Ghosty getting great damage, but no kills. Now Ultra can surge forward, but Shotzzy can do the exact same. I don't know if you have time to flank, but he's going to give the old college try.
Oh, stunned.
Kleenex is going to read it, but it stuns like crazy. But Ultra also have presence on the point, so Shotzy's going to fall. For a brief moment, you have a 4v3.
Dashy's got to hold him back from the Godheady. Can he keep him at bay? Scrap, nice tags. Lovely smooth aim from both of the boys. 30 seconds. Stopped. Can you get on the point? Dashy looking to clean house. Is he good enough? Yeah, he does get it. Trades again. Last man, Kleenex. He's doing this alone. Oh! Somehow gets the 2-piece. Can he capture it? Tobias! Oh my god! Dive onto the point. The last few moments, Ultra get it done. What a game of control.
Yeah, and Scrap correct in the player cam is what he is saying. They had to work for that round. Shotzzy repeatedly just diving out from desks, picking up the 2 pieces. You had Dashy doing the exact same thing, but at the end of the day, the overwhelming pressure on offense was there. 5 for 5 on the attacking rounds. Ultra had the advantage in the end, and Miles, we have ourselves a series.
About time. Jesus, son. Big game there out of Ultra. What a battle on Hotel that was. 9 minutes, 51 seconds. One of those rounds being 1:20. Wow, time really flew through that one, guys. Well, we are done. Here in control. We go to another hard point. We stay on Hotel, and we'll see what happens from here on out. Absolute effort from Kleenex in the final points there. Some seriously sensational stuff. Dashy, that Godheady, time and time again, winning those big individual gunfights. We really saw it all there in that game of control. Chance. Now, another hard point.
An interesting moment because we're staying on Hotel for the hard point as well. So we saw the 14-4 record for Toronto Ultra on control, but combined just on Hotel in general, 28-13. So the record in respawn on this map is fantastic. They're very happy to see it there for the 3-4. Of course, not happy to see themselves still down in the series. And obviously, we know OpTic are also phenomenal at Hotel hardpoint. So expecting it to be a battle. The guns in this lobby, they're shooting real straight.
Yeah, this is a good one. A lot of fun to watch this series. We're having a good time here. OpTic Texas, though, still sitting at match point. They win this hard point. It is all over. Can Toronto Ultra at least try to force that final map? That final search and destroy? We'll see, though. Next hard point is going to be a tough one, as you said, Chance. OpTic particularly proficient when it comes to the Hotel hard points. They are very, very good at it indeed.
Still, though, one of the very few teams, especially since Ghosty has joined this roster, that can actually shut OpTic down in the hard points, and Hotel included, has been Toronto Ultra. So it is back to the exact same statistics I was throwing out before map 1. It is Scrapz that has a 1.58. He has been dominant in the respawns in general against OpTic, and Ghosty that had the 0.57. We saw what happened in map 1, though. Ghosty popped off. Man had 2 minutes and 40 seconds in the hill. He was up there in the slaying category as well. OpTic had not a comfortable victory, but a solid one towards the end. But still, it's those rookies, man. Those two players to pay attention to.
Oh, yeah. They have been screaming for their teams, respectively. Ghosty and Scrapz. Not a bad look. In their first years in the Call of Duty League, they are making noise. Different kinds of noise, albeit, but very, very good either way. CleanX, though, was the man of the moment, the hero there for Toronto Ultra towards the very end. What an unbelievable set of kills he managed to get there, Chance. The reinforcements from OpTic flooding forward. He managed to win a couple of insane gunfights. He buys enough time, I think it was for Insight. Dive in, get the final few seconds there on that zone. Whew. We really saw it all there, ladies and gents. A very fun one. Let's see what happens, though, on the hard point. Going to be very different again, folks. It's OpTic Texas with a clear advantage coming into this map. We'll see if they can make it count. At the same time, Chance, I feel like it's just anything can happen right now, boys and girls. Quite literally anything.
I mean, it's a very sort of interesting time of the year because every single time a team wins a major, they sort of fall off in the next online stage. The question is, how well can they bounce back? Ultra so far this stage, been completely on point. Map count's been ridiculous. They're 2-0 as well, but now going against the heavy hitters, again, a grand finals rematch where I think this time have the edge, but maybe bite a wire, get ready to go back in a hotel and see what you can do. By the way, for CleanX, 25 kills in the hotel control, 20 of those were on offense. So the 3 rounds that Ultra are able to win, CleanX was a monster in all 3.
That's a very important stat to have. As a coaching staff, I believe, you know, you really want to know, like, hey, what's going on with CleanX? Well, it is definitely the defensive rounds. We'll see what happens in the future of Toronto Ultra's life on hotel control. For now, though, hotel hard point. Both teams lovely records. Statistically, very, very good. Hey, let's see what happens, man. I mean, OpTic, though, current form, nothing to be sneezed at. They are definitely coming into this one with the advantage for me. So the game do the talking, though.
And it is a sort of a funny thing as well. The Ultra are better at the holds, better at the breaks, but the record just a little bit worse overall. But again, specific to these two teams, when the rosters have been fully formed, even on Hotel, Ultra have had the edge. So I know the record looks better from OpTic, but in a matchup specific thing, always going to be a little bit different. But for one side, Shotzzy, the other side, CleanX, either one of these guys can flip the switch.
Here we go. Nice opener. Oh, nearly. Big Brusso just managed to get that final bullet in. Hixie. Oh, god damn! That's a big win. Out of Big Bruce. Insight answers with a 2 of his own. The hard point, though, still open for now, but neither team really letting anything go by. That was a flying scrap. And a CleanX actually desperately trying to get into that one with OpTic Texas. It is an iron grip here on P1.
Yeah, and I know Hixie got the one-shot call-out from CleanX there because CleanX did a lot of damage on Dashy, so unfortunate moment. Dashy maybe just built a little bit differently again there to take Hixie down, and OpTic have already flipped the map on its head, or at least partially. Spawns are going to be a little bit funky. Huke's going to be in the back line, but he's going to have no support. The question is for Ultra. We know their comms are great. Got to make sure on point. They are, again, able to hunt him down. Ultra nice and secure on the rotation, but they're down by 20.
Our operation set up the lobby. Scrap. It's 2 for Scrap. Quick reload number 3. Oh, Ghosty, good shots. Not able to hit the highlight reel right there. Insight, though. Guns up at the ready, trying to make something happen here. OpTic have managed to fly into the point. Are they going to be able to somehow, cut down 2 players? Shotzzy gets involved. Ghosty back at it. Scrap off spawn. Can't get... Oh, he does get 2. No way. The third, though, from Huke. As he flies forward, he gets 2. This is an insane hard point already.
There's just no time to relax. Scrap opens up the hill with a 2-piece, and by the time he gets back off spawn, OpTic are already in your face. Scrap off spawn gets another 2-piece. Again, he picks up a 2-piece. 3 lives in a row where Scrap is picking up pieces, but OpTic are just living at the actual time, and they still have the pressure at all. So Ultra win the rotation, but at the start of that hill, they were down by 20. At the end of the hill, they're gonna be down by 20. We go again over towards New, over by Kitchen. But even Ultra, they don't get the full setup. It's a scattered map once again.
Weird looking spawns. Shotzzy was going to be the guy on the back line. Here comes the rest of the squad through the front. Trophies in. Shotzzy timing so sweet. It's another 2. You cannot stop Ultra. The comms can't even be clear enough right now. This is pure madness. Utter pandemonium here on Hotel.
You literally just can't breathe. Every single time you try to get a setup, someone's picking up a piece. Shotzzy's always behind you. OpTic are just living in your face. And there's a 2 for Ghosty as well. There's all 4 in the feed. And OpTic finally able to stabilize on a rotation. And now just get to fly. I mean, this game has been played at an absolute lightning pace. And if OpTic's in control and it slows down, they're going to feast.
Yeah, this is real fast. Ultra. Team that like to play a little slower, a little bit more... cool. There's nothing cool about this. They are burning hot. OpTic still roaming, looking for that next hard point again. Ultra with the perfect rotation chance this time round. They've got all 4 players on that side of the map. Scrap with a nice 2. That should change things a little bit. Can Ultra get more than 20 seconds out at this point before getting broken?
And yeah, 14-8, by the way, looking like the MVP. So he's starting off the hill right. Ultra a little bit more stable. And for Huke, there is a player above you. And from the heavens comes a Kleenex. The SMGs cleaning house. Ultra again. Even when the pace is slowed and they have that early rotation, things going better now.
Shotzzy, so sneaky. So dangerous, but nice teamwork there from Ultra. They're right back in it. It's looking perfect so far. Kleenex finally gets shut down. At least an eye of where these players are going to come from. Ghosty and Dashy up. Huke on the flank cuts them down. Into the point we fly. Scrap with the trades immediately. But the pressure is on. OpTic are in. That's going to be the break. Take care of Kleenex, and that hard point's yours.
It's just an overwhelming force, man. It feels like the Mercado, where it's like things are finally starting to go well, and then they are just back in your face, causing problems. Another multi-kill from Scrap, but 3 wasn't enough to get it done, and Dashy picks up the 2. Not a trade to be found. And now for Hicksy, alone in the restaurant. He's already got to worry about his teammates because Ghosty's getting the cutoff kills. He is truly in a pinch. Can he make the big play? There's one. Traded. OpTic stable on the rotation.
Ooh, 1 man in the point for now. Insight having to wait for the reinforcements. Can't get the trades going if there's no one there to trade him. And there we go. He and Insight. And Kleenex, rather, finally get in there. Finally get the break. That's a nice bit of opening time. Huke, quick chow. Doing it alone. Waiting for the boys. Nah. Good nades again out of Hicksy. Trying to slow down the approach of these members of OpTic Texas. Here comes Shotzzy, Dashy, Ghosty, lining them up. But the time's still going the way of Ultra.
And the way that hill started, Ultra happy to be collecting this time, and still a decent little bit to get. OpTic need to be a little bit fearful about overcommitting, but if you pick up the piece like that, well, the opportunity to fly is there. Insight, last man standing on the back line, gets cleaned out, and OpTic are already on the front of the rotation.
Ooh.
So a close game, back and forth, but OpTic still have the edge.
I mean, Ultra, they're starting to pick up that pace. They're starting to play at the same sort of level of speed that OpTic Texas brought in the first 2 hard points, and already things looking different. This time round, it's a sort of split here on this rotation. Shotzzy down low, Insight and Scrap up top. Scrap doesn't see it in time. Shotzzy, that's a clean kill. Trades are there. An unfortunate team kill for their chance from OpTic Texas, but I don't think that's going to hurt them too much. Trophies are in position. Both teams looking to grab this one.
Yeah, old habits die hard. Ghosty loves a good team kill from time to time. It's been a while, but now if you start off a hill like that, someone's got to bail you out. Shotzzy looking to be that guy. With the attack in hand, makes the reads. Hicksy with a big gunfight, but OpTic, it's looking like Ghosty should be able to get this trade. Actually does it with the cover from above, and you got the ARs watching over you. Ghosty, his job is just to stay alive.
Oh yeah, stay prone. Who's going to be flying in over the top, making a whole lot of noise. Watch out for that awkward pinch, though. Insight nearly gets both. Wow. Great tags. Ghosty at 6 HP. That is a massive win and a lovely bit of time. OpTic Texas now. Final 10 on this hard point. We go back to P1 where they looked absolutely outstanding. They've got the lead. Let's go for a listen in.
It's couches,
Inside
Hicksy.
Alright, Hicksy, we're missing Insight.
Alright,
we're missing Insight. Could be doubles. Doubles random rocks. Doubles.
Top cat, doubles. Okay, try to look at. Yeah, I think that's couches, top cat, and doubles.
I don't see him, Cat, by the way. I'm just staying alive.
Yo,
We're gonna white block
Yo,
me.
Beacon and then fucking catches him, man. Doubles. Couch is dead.
White block of time.
He's
White
dead.
block. Nice, Vic. So here. He could be pool.
Let's get jump.
I'm blocking pool. I'm going pool.
They're spawning kitch.
I have your guys' pool. One guy's back kitch. Back kitch dead. One more side kitch. Alright, one more pool. Pool Scrappy. Pool Scrappy.
That's
it. It's good. Single.
Try to get the
Yo,
yeah, he's on time. He's doubles.
Doubles dead. I need your single.
They're gonna be
doubles.
Top cat. Pick up left.
I'm gonna stun doubles.
Was that?
I said Tim, go. Everyone go.
Watch out left. Absolute Kleenex. We'll go back to side. He ran away.
Soaking this, by the way.
He's satellite heart.
They're spawning out kitchen, by the way. They're spawning out kitchen last.
Yo, he's satellite.
Some of them are new.
Whole Kleenex. What's right there, brother? Yeah, they might be behind you. No,
they're on time. They're just
they're near time. I'm gonna trap
I killed the spawner.
Hard stun one
Spot. Alright, you back hit.
in the back.
Great comms again out of OpTic Texas Chance. Both teams. This is a top caliber matchup for sure.
And well, Ultra down by 60 though, right? So this is the hill where they got the rotation the first time around, but OpTic just lived inside of it. Scrap again on this hill though has been a multi-kill machine, and this time it's a clean 3 in the feed. Shotzzy for the first time, what feels like all game, has to slow things down, wait for the reinforcements, but jump straight in, gonna get traded out, and it looks like Ultra finally might be able to breathe just a little bit on P2. Good chunk of time they're able to get, but obviously it is still a long way to go on this rotation. But Miles, if they can break through on kitchen, they will be right back in this game.
We'll see if it can happen. We've got streaks now to work with the Kleenex. He's got a 6 spree, looking to add to it. OpTic, though, fully lined up on the inside of the kitchen here. Again, the pace has been stunted somewhat. Final few members go to Ultra. Rotation's on. Here we go. Wall bangs out. Not a lot to throw here aside from the gunny. Beautiful shots from Kleenex right through that table. Shotzzy down low. Takes care of his. Trades are done. Dashy's there. Last man around the point is going to be Hicksy. Here comes Insight on the back line as well. Is it enough to get in there, though? No, he's been cut out of spawn. That is unfortunate timing as OpTic still hold this one down.
As long as he's staying alive, though, well, I was going to say buy time for your teammates, but Kleenex gets caught with the knife, so OpTic making plays outside of the hill. Hicksy can't win it either in the hill that Ultra were so desperate to break. Unable to get through until Scrap again, a bailout multi-kill. I don't know how he keeps doing it, but he is keeping his team afloat, gets the 3rd from the back line, and just like that, the lifeline is there. Toronto still in this game.
Oh, he stuns Ghosty. Can he get the kill as well? No, he can't. Hops are in. Huke's there for the late break. That's 10 seconds. Going to push you way over 200 now. OpTic Texas looking very strong on Hotel indeed. Rotation done. Hicksy versus Shotzzy. It's an awkward gunfight, and Dashy is going to make it all that harder. As I do not think you're going to win this battle, are you? Now, OpTic are in. This is looking good.
And that is great tax from Shotzzy as well. Hicksy maybe in a spot to make the play, but the stuns and nades to back him down. And OpTic now with the full advantage. Maybe a bigger question, do they have the trophy? I see nades landing on the point, so I think the tack usage was clean. That's a 3 in the feed. That is the hill taken over. Ultra, beautiful use of the cruise.
Nice work. Forces the play out of OpTic. You've got a hard point now. 30 seconds left on this bad boy. Is going to get you up there, but not nearly close enough. You have to win the rotation as well. Ghosty in. Trades are done. It is absolute insanity here on this hotel. Unopened hard point for now. No one able really to get onto the bar. Kleenex can't win it. Huke's there. Trades again. It is non-stop. Ghosty tagged up. Surely his life ends fast. It does. The life expectancy of these players when they are not on a spree is literally 5 seconds.
And talk about these key gunfights going through. It's going to be Huke, the first one over towards Restaurant, but he has plenty of help on the rotation. And keep in mind, just because Hicksy has to collect that time, he'll be out of the picture for a minute, so OpTic with the early edge, and they're getting all of the kills as well, setting the table, trying to end it at Restaurant.
Oh, here we go. Huke's putting them up on a dish. Here comes the hit from Ultra. Shotzzy finds himself 1. The pinch is on. Nice work out of Kleenex to get his. Ghosty, the Dashy, all brought down. Kleenex somehow gets another. Trying to hit the pinch as well. Insight wins his fight. Trades are nearly done. Huke last man
all
for
4.
OpTic. Taking care of all 4. That's the time now going the way of Ultra.
Now can they read the routes though? Because you have Shotzzy. He is going to be taking a deep route. Maybe wants to flip the spawns long term. And Huke and Dashy, that means take your time. Play for the kills because now Ultra should be spawning out. 2 there from OpTic. The spawn out is in effect, but Scrap gets the double kill. Ultra, they need this time, and Scrap picks up 3 around the point. Long-term problem though. OpTic have taken the spawns.
They've got spawns. They got the outside of the map covered. Can you win the fights on the inside for now? Ultra trying to make their way out. They're trying to run for it. If they can catch a couple more, it's all down to Ghosty on the outside of the map. Scrap is gone absolutely wild. 36 and 25. That's the outside covered. Gotta watch out about Shotzzy, though. He's in. Will Scrap snip him out? Time is there. He gets the kill. Ultra with the point.
Ghosty wins it, though. The only man seemingly that could stop Scrap to at least keep you alive. That multi-kill monster is going to be back in the mix. Kills get traded out towards Kitchen. HyDra traded out on time, and Scrap on the mantle just gets caught. OpTic, that might be enough to get it done.
That might be it. Insight, you've got to rip somebody at great range. Put that tack to use. Say a prayer, baby. It's final 10 now for the win. Dashy on the back line. He's got another taken care of. You have to get the kills. Ultra has to fly. Final 5. Anyone close enough to get in there? Shotzzy, he's holding it down. Final few moments to contest. Ultra are in. Huke's downstairs. Oh, the crossfire. Who gets it? The nuke has wiped the point clean. Not even a roach could survive that one. OpTic take the series, and confidence is building going into the major.
And how do you do? Maintaining that perfect record throughout this stage. The map count utterly ridiculous as well. And they got tested. They got pushed in this matchup because Scrap was dropping bombs the entire map, but not good enough to get it done. OpTic as a team a little bit better on the day. A 3-1 victory as well. Started the series off right, and I mean, truly the only thing OpTic are having any issue with at all has been the control hardpoint class. That is a ridiculous stat page. 37 and 28 for Scrap, 4,400 damage. The man tried to do it all, but again, not good enough towards the end, but nail-biter hardpoints for both of the maps that we had. I hope we get to see this matchup in Major 5.
I mean, that was just such, if anything, just watching those two teams trade each other was so exciting. I mean, that, you could not squeak anything out. The comms from both squads so on point. That 3-1 does not represent, you know, nearly how close and how much of a brilliant series this was. I hope we get to see the matchup in front of a big old Toronto crowd in the coming weeks. That is going to be an absolute treat. But both teams going to be feeling very strong indeed going into the major. Look at that scoreline. Wow. What a fantastic series. But at the end of the day, chance, OpTic, another big win, another 10 points. Not that it matters too much, but both of these teams going into champs, very, very happy indeed. We are looking at sort of final seedings, though. Again, the final standings will change just a little bit, I feel, before we do get to Vegas. But man alive, what a great day.
A fantastic day at Call of Duty so far, and I know OpTic fans are going to rejoice as well, because anytime they see their team get outslayed and still win, there's going to be a smile on their face.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was an absolute treat. I think a lot of folks thought I might have gone to game 5, but I'm happy enough with the 4. That was so much fun. Well, we enjoyed ourselves a lot. We hope you at home enjoyed yourselves. So what about the desk, guys? Did you enjoy that one?
We did. Chat, if you guys like this, put a W in the chat right now, because that was some exciting Call of Duty. And Ali, you said it in the green room. These two teams bring the best out of each other. Was this the most competitive Call of Duty you've watched?
Absolutely. These were two titans literally going at it through every single map. I'm so happy Toronto brought it back in that game 3 control because we wouldn't have got such a beautiful hotel hardpoint. The opener was just insane. The pressure, the pace these players were playing at. The fact that we were only at 51 and 28 by the time we got to Kitchen Hill was insane, but it is also that first Kitchen Hill is, I think, was the difference maker for this game number 4. OpTic Texas breaks in, holds almost the entire 60, gives themselves a cushiony lead heading into the second set of rotations, and then it's a second kitchen hold once again to solidify them in the game.
Nameless, looking at this map 4 in particular, there was no one better in the lobby than Scrapz, but his team comes out with a loss here. What went wrong for Toronto? Because they won the slaying battle.
Yeah, sure. There were a couple situations. As Ali just mentioned, that first Kitchen Hill, they had a perfect setup. Shotzzy ends up getting up and behind him and finding a 2-piece. They lose the majority of that time. And then on the second rotation, you think about the P4 Plat Hill. Well, they're there early. OpTic is still playing over towards the scrap time, but it's Shotzzy once again laying down in back hallway and spot, playing his life, allowing for his team to get close and sort of keep the time contested and then regain control. There's just these little situations where, like, neither one of these teams made too many mistakes throughout this game, but there were some individual big plays that was the difference throughout. And more times often than not, it was the man in the top right of your screen. It's Shotzzy, man. He's a slippery snake. He's hard to track.
Movement God, Kleenex having some ridiculous plays of his own, but Toronto ultimately falls this time around as OpTic gets revenge after the Major 3 championship. Looking forward, is this our winners bracket final in Toronto? Is this our grand final? I want to get there. We're just 2 weeks away.
Let's not get it twisted. If Thieves find themselves in the winners bracket, they're still in a good spot as well. It's those 3 teams. All right.
Come on, let us live our happy, amazing setup of Toronto versus OpTic.
I will say that a different team has won every major. It's time, bro. OpTic got to win this next major.
All right, we got to take it back to game number 1 for your scuff play of the game. This one coming from the man you just talked about, Ant, aka Shotzzy, lighting it up on the SMG, and no one does it faster. He is in your face, behind your base, doing it all. Anthony, what did you see here from the young gun?
This is the Steph Curry of Call of Duty, man. He's just a nuisance on the map. They were down in this map, and there was it was 10 back to Cantina, back and forth, where they were able to string 2 hills together, and it was Shotzzy right here. That's the play that I'm talking about. Finds 3 to give them the advantage, and they rotate over as well, get Barber control. Like, he is just so annoying to deal with. But we should also highlight Ghosty. This guy, first of all, he had a 0.5 in hardpoint versus Toronto coming into the series, balled out in both of these hardpoints, and had almost 6 minutes in the hill. So got to give him a shot for that.
That's a lot of hill time, but the man who is putting up the most numbers joins us right now. We got Shotzzy on the line after multiple 3Ks and I think about 17 2Ks. You guys walk away with a 3-1 victory. What was it like today matching up against Toronto Ultra? Is this your toughest challenge?
Yeah, throughout this stage, definitely our toughest challenge. Dude, that was an amazing series. It was literally just a battle back and forth. Yeah, we're glad we pulled off that last that map right there.
Yeah, Shotzzy, I was gonna ask you, was this the most fun series you think you've played in this game all year?
I think it's a FaZe one. It was one of the, I'm not sure if you remember, but
that hotel.
Whenever it was like 250, 249 or something like that in the hotel, and I think we had Indra on the time. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know. My memory's so bad. But
It's okay.
First half
we
of
know
the
what
year.
you're talking about, but following up to that, I'm more serious.
We played FaZe that's first time, just because like it was just so back and forth, and then like obviously we won that match, but yeah, so definitely against FaZe for sure.
And then when it came to this series, a lot of big plays out of you individually. You're always that guy, you get the perfect timing. I see it so much where just for some reason, you're the one that finds the open lane and is able to slip by. Do you ever feel kind of pressured in those moments, like in your head? Are you like, okay, should I go now? Should I go now? Like, what is it like in the mind of Shotzzy in the middle of a hard point?
Mind of Shotzzy, just the first thing that pops up, I do it. Because like the biggest thing as a competitor is like, as soon as you start, thinking like, oh, it's like, should I do this and stuff like that, like, it starts going downhill. So whatever first comes to mind, I just do it. And most of the times it ends up working out just because, just how the flow works. But yeah, just whatever happens or whatever I think at first, I just do it.
Sure.
Shotzzy, we are entering the latter half of the season, only 2 events left, and you guys seem to be continuously improving, one of the few teams that are able to do that. What are you guys doing in practice? Like, how are you getting so much better each and every match?
I think we just enjoy the entire process, and then on top of that, we haven't won, so like our hunger's there. I mean, even if we won, our hunger would be there. But we want to win. We want to win champs. We want to win the next major. We want to win everything, obviously, and that's what we're gonna continue to try doing every single week. We just go in with the same mindset, just going hard. Playing SD8s, HP8s, all that good stuff. So we're just grinding. We're grinding, trying to get it done for the boys. Green wall, for Dan because he hasn't won yet. So. I get it done for everyone.
Yeah, 3 grand finals in a row could be fun. Maybe a world championship in your future. Final question for you, Shotzzy. Who's playing on COD Champs? Is it going to be the Minnesota Røkkr or Las Vegas Legion?
Oh, snap.
Based on like, if I had to go with the team, actually, no, let me not even say that. I'd have to go with Vegas. I'd say they look better overall. Minnesota's a good team, but throughout the entire game modes and the way they've looked this stage, I feel like Vegas will probably steal it low-key.
Fan favorite, appealing to the fans in the chat who all have smiles right now. OpTic gets a win, Vegas gets a win, and we still have one more series to go. Shotzzy will let you go celebrate with the team.
Later, have a good one. Peace.
That is our man Shotzzy and our monster winner Spotlight OpTic. Now a perfect 4-0 with just 1 match to go, and that's against Florida. Before we go to the next commercial break, though, quick reminder, you gotta get it right now, Ant. It's the Shinobi bundle. Look at this bad boy.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is sick. Stealth is always an option with the Shinobi
Always.
Tracer pack. It includes 2 Tracer blueprints and a Shadowy Operator skin for Chewie. Fantastic.
It's available in game now, and Chewie is an operator that is the pack for. By the way, I learned.
Do you have the Shinobi?
Shinobi? Oh, she loves the Tracer
yeah,
pack.
absolutely.
100%.
I have it.
Chat, what bundles do you got? Let us know during the break. When we come back, it is the final battle. Another $10,000 on the line. You don't want to go anywhere. This is week 2 of our Major 5 qualifier. Seattle taking on the Juggernauts. When we come back, we'll find out if they can pull off the upset over the Breach.